ngantuk banget gue. Untung gue kesini datang cuma buat lihat mbak-mbaknya doang, lumayan cantik yang di sini.
Oh iya sih, mereka yang cantik. Emang kamu tidurnya jam berapa? Kalau kok ngantuk?
Cuman 2 jam tidurnya, bangun jam 6 apa tidur jam 4?
Kenapa tidurnya malam banget? Ngantuk banget. Emang kamu tidurnya jam berapa?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I hear you're speaking another language. In the English Plaza, I'm so happy that you're having really good conversation, but we would appreciate if you could follow the rules. The rules, English only, please. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, we really love different languages. We appreciate diversity, but we want you to enjoy your time here at English Plaza and please keep the rule English only.
What's
Up GTI!
Alright, welcome back for our second episode of the semester.
We have 3 new videos this week, starting with Phrase of the Week.
The phrase of the week this week is off the top of your head. We use the phrase off the top of my head when we're trying to give someone information from memory or without thinking exactly or too much.
What?
Let's take a look at some examples. You might say, I can't remember her phone number off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up later. I don't know for sure, but off the top of my head, the rent for an apartment around these parts could be about $1,000 a month. You can also change the my into her or his. For example, she knows all the prefectures in Japan off the top of her head. She's very smart. So, the next time you're trying to give someone information from memory, try using the phrase off the top of my head. See you next time on Phrase of the Week.
What a cool phrase! Hey Andrew, off the top of your head, what's your favorite fruit, pear or persimmon?
Pears. How about you?
Persimmon.
Alright, well, let's see what other people had to say in the lounge this week.
Which do you prefer?
I like pear. And taco, hamburger, Coke, Pepsi, Coke, Pepsi, Coke.
I prefer pears first. Pears for me too.
Definitely pears.
And then, I prefer tacos for sure. Yeah, I guess tacos too. Oh, and then Coke. Yeah, Coke is way better than Pepsi. I'll just copy everything that Carissa says.
Which do you prefer?
Pear, taco, Pepsi.
Pear, hamburger, Coke.
Pear, hamburger, Coke. Pear, hamburger, Pepsi.
Pear, taco, Coke.
Pear, hamburger, Pepsi.
Okay, persimmons are disgusting. Tacos are amazing. And Coke is much better than Pepsi.
I kind of like both pears and persimmons, but pears just a tiny bit more. Tacos, yeah.
Pear is
And,
like 1,000 times better than persimmon.
I like persimmons, okay. Coke and Pepsi, I don't drink either really, but I'll just go with Coke.
Persimmon. Yeah, same here, I prefer persimmon. How about hamburger or tacos? Which one do you like better? I prefer tacos. Why? Because it's crunchy. And the last one, Coke or Pepsi? I don't like it. Yes. I love Coke. Hands down Coke.
Everyone.
Hamburger and probably Coke.
Pear, taco, and Coke.
So Jessica, when was the last time you saw a vocabulary corner?
It's been a long time. I guess it's time to see another one.
Well, this week, Skylar has 3 new words to teach us. Take it away, Skylar.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Vocabulary Corner. I hope you had a great summer. Now, let's get started with our new words for this week. Our first word for this week is desire. Desire is a verb, and it means to want or to wish for. So, to use desire, we could just say, he desires a new car. She desires a new watch. And me, I desire an ice cream sundae. We can also use the adjective form desirable, which describes things that are good and people like. For instance, good food, clothes, new phones and watches, things like that are often desirable. Our next word is realistic, which is an adjective. It means showing or understanding things as they really are. Realistic can also be used for a normal idea or things that we can really do or really see. We also use realistic for plans. So now, I'd like to discuss some of your plans. I'll need 2 volunteers. What do you plan to do this weekend?
For the weekend, I'm going to go to Machu Picchu.
That doesn't sound very realistic to me. And how about you?
I'm going shopping in Ikebukuro.
That sounds realistic. Our final word this week is typically, which is an adverb meaning usually or characteristic. We use typically to describe things that we usually do. For example, I typically wake up at 6:30. I typically eat lunch in the cafeteria. We can also use typically to describe the way things usually are. For example, Japan is typically very hot during the summer. That's all for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for returning to Vocabulary Corner. Hope to see you again.
And that's all for this week. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget, when you come to the English Plaza, to use English only.
Bye.
Bye!